Well, hello there. It's me, the Mossy Hill, back once again to give you propellaseed. Yes, it has been more than a week, but I have decided that I might have talked about this in my last video. I'm gonna try to make them more once a week because, quality over quantity, and I feel like my quality has definitely enhanced, and quality over quantity, like I just said. So, hope you all forgive me, and let's get on with propellaseed. I'm excited, you're excited, let's do this. Okay, so this guy I actually, didn't do for a really long time. We're talking, I took a huge break from this guy because I just didn't feel really inspired. But I'm glad I did because I think he ended up looking pretty cool. I had a completely separate idea for this guy, but I decided against it. And the helicopter effect was very difficult, and there's some other places where I definitely messed up. And, So, I will never do the propeller effect again, or anything like that. It's way too difficult. So yes, don't do it. I don't think you should. If you're good at that, then yes, please do it. I would love to see your whatever you decide to do. But if you don't like it, I don't think you should do it, because it's very challenging and it doesn't make sense, and it's not like, oh yeah, that would make sense. It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. Working on the blaster cannons, and if you see, you should know that the whole thing about Seedopter is that his tail is like a seed cannon. But then for this guy, might be a little bit confused. Why are his arms seed cannons instead of his tail? Well, that's because I wanted to give him more of a helicopter effect. So instead, I made his tail a completely other propeller, and then I made his arms the seed cannons, which I think makes it look pretty cool. And then this is where I kind of took a break, right around this part is when I, decided, no thank you. Well, first I fixed the propeller thing. I feel I've definitely, this entire thing is so I can get better art, and I definitely feel like I have gotten better, and it makes a little bit more sense, but in all, it makes still, no sense at all. Blurring the effects a little bit, and now let's see, I tried to mess with it a little bit. Then I'm like, you know what, I'll just take his propeller, I'll take Seedopter's propeller, and I'll just enlarge it. Yep, that's what I'll do. I'll literally just enlarge his and use that. And I don't think that was a good idea. In hindsight, not a good idea at all. Absolutely not. Don't try it. Okay? Yeah. It was not good. Not good at all. And I think we're on to the shading now. Oh yeah, first, so I came back to it, and I wanted to make a little shine for the blade. You know how that kind of looks like it's, you know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, it's late, I'm tired. So yeah, I did the little shine, and then I decided to warp it a little bit. First I tried to mess with contrast, which wasn't a good idea. So then I finally settled on what it was. And then I did a little warping on it. I decided that it would look cool if I warped it a little bit, changed it, which I think it did. Now we're on to the shading. I'm really proud of the shading. The shading looks great. At first, I wanted it to be, in the front, the shadow was from like the mouth, jaw thing to like then the tail. But then when I was working on the highlights, I realized that's probably not a good idea. Again, I did the cannons like I would Sidopter's tail, and that's where I'm like, yeah, the shadow does not look good there, so then I change it, because that's what we do around here. If we don't like what we did, then we change it. Fixed up the shading, and now I realized that the holes did not, they weren't colored in. So then I fixed that. Now I hope, yep, we're on to the highlighting of the seed cannons, which I think looks great. I think that looks really good. I don't really know if it's Pokemon-like or not, but I think it looks cool. And I feel like that, you know, sometimes that's all that matters, is if you think it looks cool, it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. But I hope you guys like it. That wasn't funny. That was not a funny joke. Anyway, back to you. Propellaseed, flying and grass type. The Seedcopter Pokemon. Propellaseed lead groups of Seedcopter over the Artera region to spread their seeds to then grow more Seedopter until the hover is large enough. The stats is 200 HP, 70 attack, 50 defense, 40 special attack, 40 special defense, and 80 speed. The shiny is like a autumn color, and it's pretty darn big, I'd say. Anyway, back to you guys. I hope you enjoy Propellaseed. I know I do. Well, wasn't that so much fun? What do you guys think of Propellaseed? Tell me in the comments down below if they're not blocked, and I'll see myself out.